Hello, everyone. My name is Marcella Lyles, and hello, welcome. Today, I will be talking about who my clients are. Um, we've talked about my why, we've talked about who I am, and now we'll talk a little bit about my clients. And my why is very similar to who my clients are, except for it identifies who it is I feel like I'm drawn to help and then why I feel like I'm drawn to help those people. So, first and foremost, my biggest passion is people of color. Um, for obvious reasons, clearly, but for statistical reasons as well. People of color are far less represented in the realm of sexual education. In fact, a lot of our sexuality educators are white, they're male, they tend to be older, they tend to be just, the old heads that talk about disease and, what I call genital A into genital B. And by myself becoming part of a more well rounded base of sexuality educators, I allow representation to be present. I allow people to see me and then to also see themselves. The second one that I'm very proud to help are women, because beyond just the medical parts of sexuality education, I really help women to embrace their sexuality, like their divine feminine energy, like the things that make them woman, from like the Kundalini power, the divine mystic energy. And I just love helping women tap into that Eastern approaches, different approaches that fully embrace with female sexuality in a way that a lot of other American approaches really do not. I've traveled throughout Asia and Europe, and I've just become fascinated with a variety of different approaches, and I use those as well. The other area that I'm really connected to, again, representing myself, is the LGBTQ, and I put P in there. I'm polyamorous. I have been naturally polyamorous since I was a kid. I've never known anything else. Monogamy doesn't necessarily work for me, and I find that there are a lot of people who practice ethical non-monogamy, and it's helpful to them. And so because of that, I am very close to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and other queer folk. That maybe I'm not those things. I'm not transgender. I'm not bisexual. I'm heteroflexible. And, but because I do know about these things and I do know about these differences and I understand what it is to grow up different than the norm, I lend my heart and my love and my allyship, my deep, deep, passionate allyship to the communities that I'm close to, even if I'm not them. And the fourth one is actually those who are spiritually based, Christians, faith-based people. And that might sound weird, right? Like black, woman, sexually different, and yeah. And that's because I know that there are a lot of people walking around with a lot of spiritual wounds, a lot of divide between their sexuality and their spirituality, preventing them from wholeness and happiness and healthiness. And I want to do what I can to bridge that gap. You don't have to be a faith-based person to work with me. That's okay. I don't because I know all about different approaches. I look at spirituality, and so not just religion. When people hear that, they think religion, and I don't necessarily mean religion. I mean people for whom the lesbian person who was told that they can't be spiritual because they're a lesbian and there's something wrong with them, or the people who realize that sexuality is a part of a happy marriage. I've been told that I'm a marriage minister in my own way because I heal those parts of people's lives. And then the last one is really just those who want to be non-sexual. I know that sounds interesting, right? I'm a demisexual. I'm on the gray right? I'm a gray sexual. So in the world of asexuality, I'm in the middle. I'm not just a sexual person in that I don't relate to sex the same way that some people do. I actually have to know the person before I can find them even remotely sexually interesting. I know, that's weird, right? But that's important to remember because not everybody operates in a sexual way. There are asexual people who do not operate and do not express sexuality in their relationships at all. And the advocate for me is that I give them access to having great love lives and connections without the pressure of sex and sexuality. So I'm a professional cuddler as well, and I teach people about consent and communication and non-sexuality and intimacy because a lot of that has been collapsed for people. So those are my clients. Those are the people I'm looking for. Those are the people that I want to help. And then just in the relationship wellness piece of it all, I just want to help people who have relationships, whether they're family relationships, whether they're sexual relationships, whether they're work relationships, partnerships, the relationship with yourself. Relationship workability is all inclusive, and so am I. And so I look forward to getting to know more people. If you know somebody, if you are a somebody, and I do work with cisgender, Caucasian, monogamous, faith-based people as well, because I get that question sometimes. If I'm monogamous, will you work with me? Absolutely. I work with anybody who wants to have an extraordinary life in those areas. So again, my name is Marcella, and my phone number is 720-588-3227. You can also contact me via email, and I look forward to working with you. Have a blessed day.